What is up, my people? You're back here with your main and probably only straysheepgaming. And today, what we're going to talk about is things I would change about Pokémon GO. Now, before I get into this, let me say how excellent a game this is. It has done many things right. The collection aspects of the game are incredible. The Pokestops, luring, gyms, teams are all great. And the way it actually has you out in the real world meeting real people is absolutely phenomenal. So I think regardless of what happens with this game from here, Pokemon GO will always be remembered as a breakthrough in how people interact with a video game. So, without any further ado, let's get into my top 5 things I would change about Pokemon GO. Number 1, better tutorials. This was a major gripe for me, and I feel like it would have been for a lot of other people too. Just the first time I go to do something, I want to be told how to do it. Okay, just once, just the first time, only has to take a few seconds. For example, when I first went to a Pokestop, if you see in my previous gameplay video, I had no idea you had to spin them. How would I have known that? That's just completely random. Another one is battling. I would like to know how to battle and actually get a chance to practice it before I have to go to a gym and throw my Pokemon under the bus. I knew going into that gym I was going to get wrecked, and I had no idea exactly what I was doing, so I would love to have known exactly what I was doing before I had to go in and get wrecked. Okay, so number 1, better tutorials. Number 2, I'd like to see some improvements in how we locate Pokemon. This is another thing that can drive me a bit nuts. It's like I see my little footprints, and then what do? It's like, what direction do I go in? So many Pokemon that I wanted to catch, but I couldn't find them and then just disappeared because I didn't know which direction I was going in. If it starts off with 3 footprints and I'm walking down the road and it doesn't change from 3 footprints, it's like, okay, am I getting closer and it's going to switch to 2? Or does it just randomly disappear? It drives me nuts. What I would want to see is something like a compass that first points you in the right direction. And then once you get close enough, say within, I don't know, 100 meters or so in a circle, then you actually get a circle that tells you that the Pokemon is somewhere in the circle. So that means you have to search, but it's just more directional and less frustrating. Example that I'm thinking of here is like the hacking circle you get in Watch Dogs. Something like that. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about here. I want to see something like that. Okay, point number 3. I want to see PvP, player versus player. I want to directly battle other trainers. The gyms, yes, they're fantastic, and I think it should stay the way it is. However, I want to be able to walk up to one of my friends, and we both get our 6 best Pokemon, and just fight each other. I have that competitive element for those who actually really do want to become the very best. I mean, I'm imagining unofficial local tournaments of people getting together and just having these all-out battles. Imagine how awesome that would be. So that's really what I want to see, and they haven't talked much about it yet. I want to see direct PvP. Number 4, I want to see some changes in the combat system. Okay, this is something I struggled a bit with, but in the end I think it's actually going to be of benefit, and I'm not sure if they're going to change it now. They've kind of invested too much. But I would love to see the combat system switch back to turn-based, as it originally was. As the combat system sits currently, I wasn't really told exactly how to do things in terms of dodging and timing and using special moves versus your normal moves. That's something I kind of all had to figure out for myself. But on top of that, it feels sloppy. It's like sometimes I'll dodge and I think, well, did that even work? And then don't even get me started on that 1 HP glitch. But I'm sure they're going to fix that. My main gripe is that the combat system currently feels sloppy, and I feel like if it was turn-based, perhaps that would also make for less lag. Perhaps. Let me know what you think. I don't know. I haven't coded the game. I feel like switching back to the turn-based also means that it will be more true for the original fans of the series, and I think it'll be more simple for newcomers as opposed to sort of having a panic attack flicking at their screen. It's just you press that button, it does that attack. That's all there is to it. And maybe it might add some more strategy too. I don't know. Tell me what you think in the comment section below. I know this is one that's a bit raw for some people. And number 5, this is something again I struggled with quite a lot. I feel like there should be some changes to the leveling system. As I said, I struggle with this quite a lot because if you're going to propose a change, well, you can't just say it's crap, you've got to offer some kind of alternative. And that was tough. Pokemon Go, something I've come to realize that it's geared very much towards a casual gamer. And it is. I mean, there's a lot of people out there who are playing this game that have never really played a lot of video games before. And I think it's fantastic. It's a great way to introduce people to video gaming and also just meet a whole host of different people. In saying that though, I feel like Pokemon Go had great premise to actually be able to work on a competitive level, and it's not being utilized at this moment. So, all that crap aside, what am I actually sort of proposing here? I'm proposing that Pokemon level by battling and trainers level by catching. So if we talk about Pokemon leveling by battling, I think that makes way more sense than using Stardust that I collect either from being a resident at a gym or catching Pokemon to level my Pokemon. It's almost kind of like you're doing up your car or something. It's like Stardust is money and you take the money and throw it at the Pokemon and it's stronger. To me that doesn't make a lot of sense, especially if you think about classically how Pokemon games have worked in the past. So I think that should be how Pokemon level up. Now I don't think then that battling should be an important part of the game. It should be there should you choose to do it. It should be, well no, it should still be important, but it shouldn't be absolutely pivotal. People should be able to play the game just by catching. So I feel like trainer level should dictate the strength of Pokemon that can be controlled in battling, so it's still important for those who want to battle. However, I think it should also make it easier for you to catch Pokemon. So the higher level your trainer is, the easier it is for you to actually catch the Pokemon. Which means that those who just want to collect can still continue to collect without actually having to battle. Okay, so battle is a completely optional extra. And I feel like Pokemon level should actually determine the combat strength. So instead of being like CP 129 or whatever, because I mean, you see some CPs, they're up to like 2,000-3,000, it's ridiculous. Whatever happened to just level 1 to 100? I feel that's like a much more eloquent kind of system. How evolution would fit into this, I feel like evolution should unfortunately still be controlled by candies because you don't want to handicap the people who are trying to play by catching only. And if evolution is inherently linked to battle and leveling of Pokemon, then they're going to be at a disadvantage, and that's not really fair. So even though that it isn't a system I like, in the efforts of keeping the casual players who don't want to battle, they will still need to be able to do that. Okay, so that is my top 5 things that I would like to see changed in Pokemon Go. What do you think? Do you agree with some? Do you disagree with others? Let me know in the comment section below, and if you have one that I haven't touched on, I would love to hear it. So have fun out there playing Pokemon Go, as I'm sure you have so far. I know I have been. And hopefully I'll see you guys around for the next video. Have a fantastic day. Stray Sheep, out.